Hey guys, it's Kaz here, aka Cats and Camera, and today is day 5 of 7 days of top 7. This was created by Book Roast, so I'll leave her original video down below. Today is another day that has several different topics you can choose from. So the main topic is graphic novels / manga. Or for people that don't read these, there were funny books and books that are light-hearted, but I'm going with the comic / manga. So first up I have Chew. I know there was literally no reason for me to pick up all of them, but I love it so much that you should see all of them and go and buy all of them and read it. So this is a series by John Layman and Rob Guillory, based around a main character, Tony, who is a cyberpath, and when he tastes something he can have a psychic impression of what happened to it. So he goes into this government agency where his powers are used to taste bits of people to figure out how they got killed. These graphic novels are super fun. You should definitely check them out. There's a lot of sci-fi elements to them. There's other people with other food-related powers, and it gets a bit silly but in a really good way. Here's a sort of artwork in here. I really love the artwork. I think Rob Guillory's art's awesome in here because there's always loads of little bits. You have to look at the panel for quite a while and you see all these different things going on in the background. And on notice boards there'll be different things and every panel it'll be different in the background. It's just really funny. And also, if you can't tell by the front cover of Tony, this series has a lot of diversity in it, as you can tell. Tony is Chinese American and his whole family are in here. We've got a gay side character, a bisexual side character. We've got one of his relatives is said brother / sister in here, who's also a drag queen. We have genetically modified roosters that are kick-ass. Does that count as diversity? We've got another one of the main side characters is black. Yeah, there's just basically a lot of different characters in here and it's just a really good series. Next up I have Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. This is an online series that you can read for free. I will leave it linked below because it's like the most adorable, cute series ever and it's ongoing. This follows Charlie, Nick, and it's just really adorable. It's set in the school and it's a slow burner. It's so nice, there's no insta love. It's just a really cute read and the way it's drawn is so lovely as well. So it's like this, and then she uses like flowers and leaves to go from panel to panel, and yeah, it's just really adorable. And like I say, I'll leave it linked below so you can check it out yourself. Next up I have Young Avengers. This is by Alan Heinberg and Jim Chung, but I know that it was rebooted and I don't know whether it's by the same people, so we'll just say Young Avengers. This, as you can tell by the title, is about young people that are trying to be Avengers. No, not really. So this follows a group of young teenagers who, because the Avengers have split up because of some big thing that happened, they are trying to take over the responsibility of saving the city, and they have all these different powers, but they're really lame and they just fail a lot, and it's just a really fun read. Here's a sort of artwork in here. It's everything you would want from a superhero comic, but also with sort of a teenage spin on it. So you get sort of their lives when they're just being their normal teenage self, as well as trying and slightly failing at saving people. And also, again, like the last two, this also has diverse characters. Wiccan and Hulkling are in a relationship, and it's not really seen as a big deal in here, which is cool. And we also have, in this version and in the rebooted version, there's several black American characters as well, which is great, especially for the superheroes, because it's really not diverse. Superhero comic books aren't, so it's really cool that they started actually getting that way and putting more effort into putting in different characters. Next up I have Sweet Tooth by Jeff Lemire. This one, I've only read this first volume, but I really enjoyed it. It follows our main character Sweet Tooth, who lives in a cabin in the woods with his dad, and he's not allowed to go too far because he's not allowed to be seen basically by humans in general because he has antlers. There's this crazy thing that's going on, and then certain people were born with different animal parts on them, and then, as you can probably guess, It literally happens today in this world, in African countries where people that are albino get killed and chopped up for medicine. That was pretty dark. I don't know why I just mentioned that, but it's similar sort of vein. They get captured because they have animal parts to them and it's weird and different. And here's the sort of artwork in here. Like I said, I've only read this first volume, but I definitely want to check out the next one because I did really enjoy it. Next up I have Deadly Class. This is by Remender, Craig and Luffridge. This follows a group of people that are in a school for assassins, and yeah, just a lot of 80s reference and killings and sarcasm and quite dark humour, and yeah, and the artwork in here is really cool. The way it's done, it's really blocky with the colours. But yeah, I've read the first 3 volumes of this and I've got the next one coming for Christmas, so definitely looking forward to that one. So next up I've got Kick-Ass by Mark Miller and John Romita Jr. This one, again, I seem to like superheroes but with a play on it, because this one isn't like superheroes but it's more fun. I like the fact that in here there's a lot of piss taking of other superhero sort of tropes, so it's fun to read. And again, like the Young Avengers, he's trying to be a superhero and he's pretty lame at it. Here we have, so as I'm sure most people have either read this or seen the film, they know what it's about. It's about this kid that wants to become a superhero. He has no powers, he has no money to make a fancy suit. He pretty much just keeps getting beaten up by people, but hey, he keeps trying. And then he meets this kid and her father that are proper superheroes that are actually badass, and there's a lot of blood and gore in here, mostly done by this really young hit girl. If you like a bit of fun with your superhero, then this is definitely a good one to go for. And last but not least, I have Runaways. This is by Brian K. Vaughan and Adrian Alfonso. Again, there's quite a few different versions of this, so the other versions have probably got different people that drew it or wrote it. But this one follows a group of teenagers that find out that all of their parents are evil supervillains, and they're trying to figure out what to do about it and how to handle this. And one of them has a pet raptor, and they all have crazy ass powers that they're not really sure of. And yeah, it's just really fun. And again, superhero but with a fun twist. Is it any wonder that one of my favourite superheroes is Deadpool? Because I like superheroes but with a fun twist. So there we have my 7 choices for comics / manga, even though I've pretty much just stayed with the comics. If you're looking for some comics to read, then I hope that some of those there piqued your interest. And of course, definitely check out Heartstopper below. It's like the cutest thing ever. So tell me down below some of your favourite comics or manga or graphic novels. Or if you're participating in 7 Days of Top 7, then tell me down below and I'll check your video out. If this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others. And if you continue to enjoy them, then please subscribe. That'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I will see you tomorrow with another video. Bye.